Hey everyone, so here's my pet room. This is my second pet room here. I'm going to be going through the whole room, talking about all the animals, giving a little bit of advice and a little bit of information about each of the animals I got. I'm actually going to be making a new pet room soon too, because me and Cassie are looking for a new location to, we're actually going to move to a house hopefully and then build a pet room in the new house. So pretty soon we'll be making a lot nicer, bigger pet room. But here we go, let's start with the reptiles. On the top here, I got Indian smooth-scale sand boas. These guys had babies this year. Actually, it might have been in 2010, near the end of the year of 2010 to the beginning of 2011. They had some babies, and pretty sure this one right here is the female. She's pretty big. Very nice snakes. These guys are very calm. They cost around 100 to 250 a piece. It just depends how big they are and what they look like and who's selling them. Care for them is very easy. They eat a mouse about once every week, and all you need is a cage with a water dish and a heat pad. Very simple. They don't require any special lighting. This is my male over here. He's a little skinnier and he's a darker color. And here we have one of the babies of the Indian smooth-scale sand boas. The babies are a stripe pattern, and they lose these stripings as they get older. They look really nice as babies. Very calm, very easy to handle. Really nice little snake. Try to show you his other side here. There's the striping. And he's a little bigger than when he was born, but they get born almost this big. They're live born snakes. So that's the little baby Indian smooth-scale sand boa. In here, gotta be careful. Let me see if I have a, I already have it. This thing keeps breaking though. It used to be longer, but the end of it keeps popping off. I keep losing a section. And here we have Kenyan Sand Boas. Let me find one of them to pull out here. Here's one of the pretty ones. These guys I don't handle as often. You know, some pets I handle a lot, some I don't handle so much. These snakes, some of them are kind of mean and they could bite me, so I just don't handle them very often. But if they had babies, I would handle them to make them nice for sale. These guys, care is the same as the ones I talked about above, the Indian smooth scales. These are Kenyans, and same care. You just need a heat pad. No special lighting is required, and a water dish. Again, they eat about once a week, and just a mouse that's the proper size. Proper size is a mouse that's about the width of their body. And here we got my female leopard geckos. Need to clean their cage soon. I just cleaned it like 2 weeks ago, but they poop a lot because I got 4 of them in here. Leopard geckos, very simple to care for. Again, they need no special lighting. You need a water dish. I got a little food dish which I put dried pellet food and freeze-dried crickets and stuff in. And then you need a calcium dish, which I need to refill now. I had some calcium sprinkled on top, but both of these are kind of looking like food dishes right now. You need a calcium dish, a food dish, and a water dish. Temperature of about 85 to 95 in their hot spot. Like I said, no special lighting. You could use a heat light or a heat pad to get your 85 to 90 in their hot spot. The rest of their cage can be cooler. Very simple to care for, very nice little guys. Some have really cool patterns. I've got a few different types. This one's just a normal. I think it might be called a... I don't think this is a jungle. This is just one of the normal ones. And then I got a couple hippos. These are all females. This one's got a little bit of an orange tail, but not a true carrot tail, not enough orange. And down in here we have my male. He's a hippo too. I really like him, he's pretty big. And again, I need to put some more calcium in these. I must not have filled them up right last week, but you should have calcium dish, food dish, and water dish. All these cages are heated. You won't be able to see it, but nothing's in here, just bedding. But back in here, yeah, you can't see it, but on the bottom here in the back, there's heat tape. So all of these reptile bins are being heated by the heat tape, and it's on the back of each one of the levels. And then the heat, there's a heater, a thermostat here that keeps my temperature. And the sand boas and the leopard geckos need very similar temperatures, so it works out great. Alright, now let's take a look at the crested gecko. Crested geckos are pretty easy to care for. They require no special lighting, and they require no heating. As long as your house temperature is somewhere between 70 and 80, even 68 is okay at sometimes, like nighttime, then you're good to go. You should miss their cage every once in a while. They like some humidity sometimes, but really they're very easy to care for. They can be handled. There he is. I think that crested geckos look really cool. It's kind of hard to see because the lighting's not so great here, but they look really cool and I love their hands. Stay in your cage. Oh, he fell. In a crested gecko cage, like I said, no heating or lighting needed, but you do need a food dish and a water dish. I've got same thing, freeze-dried crickets and stuff, and then I got a water dish. Now in your water dish you should also, where is it? Am I out? You should also have, let's see if I can find it really quick. If not, I'll just talk about it. You should also have stuff that's called Crested Gecko diet, and it's this powder stuff, and you mix it with water, and it's kind of like a fruit type of food, and they need that. It's kind of a needed food for them. So if you get a crested gecko, you can feed them insects, and you need to feed them crested gecko diet. On this back tank, there's a giant day gecko somewhere and a frog, but they're both hiding, so I'll have to show them later if I see them out somewhere. Next in the pet room we have some hedgehogs. This one always makes a mess of her cage. Not too bad, she just always throws this around. She's a nice girl. Hedgehogs make great pets. They can live up to 8 years, but the standard living time is between 4 and 6 usually in captivity. They can be very, very nice. As you can see, this one doesn't even bother. If I touch her, she's amazingly nice. Any pet, hedgehogs, just like any pet, the more time you put into them, the nicer they can become. Hedgehogs have a natural defense, which is to curl up in a ball, which I'll show you here. This one's not quite as nice. See how it's curling up in a ball, not letting me touch it really? That's because this one's been held a lot more as a baby. She became more nice, and I put more time into her when she was younger. This one over here could become nice. I would just have to work with her. But hedgehogs can be great pets. They require very little care. They all they need is a cage with food, water bottle, and a wheel. No heating is required as long as your house is between 68 and 75 degrees. Anything under 68, you might want to put a very small heat pad or a small heat light above the cage. They eat hedgehog food plus cat food. It's very important to feed them a mixture of some types of food so they get proper nutrition. You can also feed them some insects, some fruits and vegetables. But make sure you have hedgehog food, and you can get it in pellet form. I got some right here. That's hedgehog food. And cat food. And you want high protein, low fat food. Just like human foods, pet foods have nutrition facts on them, and you want to check and you want to get your hedgehog's food that has 35% protein and 15% or less fat. 35% or more protein. Alright, let's take a look at one of the possums here. Looks like she had all her food, but she probably had a lot hidden. Throwing a little more for her though. Possums, I feed a mixture of cat food, dog food, ferret food, and hedgehog food. There's not the best possum foods on the market. There's really not too many to choose from, so it's best to feed them a mixture of, like I said, like hedgehog, cat food, ferret food. You can even throw in a little dog food. Brazilian short-tailed opossums are very, very soft, nice little creatures. They live on average in captivity between 3 and 6 years. They don't need any type of special heating or any special lighting. Any room temperature is fine. Between 68 and 75 is perfect. If handled when young and you know, raised to be nice, they can become very tame. All my possums are very nice, just like this one. I find that the possums turn out nice every time. I never get a mean possum, but I have gotten a couple mean hedgehogs. So although you can get nice and mean pets of any type, I find that these possums are almost always really nice and playful. They're really cool pets to have. In their cage, I think I said you just need a food dish, water bowl or water bottle, wheel, and sleeping area, just like a hedgehog. They can hang from their tail. They're marsupials, relative to the kangaroo. They're not a rodent, and they're just really cool. It's kind of like having a hamster-sized animal, but they're just way smarter and way cooler, and they live a little longer. Put her back. Alright, so this is a little update on my 3-gallon nano tank here. I've got 2 tetras in here. They're still doing good. One of them's hiding somewhere. I've got my Chinese ribbed newt. He's a really cool newt. He's almost always walking around and checking stuff out. I've got a couple snails in here which I don't see right now. And there's also a red-tailed shark, which if you look carefully, that's his head. He's just hiding back there. He just went farther back. That's, yep. But he always hides in the back. He comes out when I throw in food. So tank's doing great. I'll give you guys another update later. Here's my eel. He's actually like almost 3 feet long. He can eat crayfish, crabs, small ones, fish, all types of stuff. Pretty easy to care for, and he usually just hangs out inside this log here, but he'll come out when I feed him. Alright guys, so that was the pet room and a little overview of some of my pets. I'll get some more updates soon and get some more pet videos in soon. So, see you guys later.